name is Jala Sri Lakshmi, faculty in English, Tgswrdc kothagudem. So today I want to take counseling skills for teachers. So as we are in the residential pattern, we are following so many things, but it is also necessary to increase our counseling skills, to make our students in a better way. Okay. First of all, what is counseling? All of you know, but little bit of definition. Counseling is a professional interpersonal process where a trained individual counselor helps a client work through personal. This trainer will be going into the personal issues. Okay, emotional. So we will be emotional in different times. So our students also have different types of emotions. Mental problems in a safe and non-judgmental environment. What is this non-judgmental environment? Okay, why she is feeling like that? So we will be judging. Okay, so it depends on their emotion, it depends on their environment, it depends on the family background. So many things will be there for a person to act in a different way. So without judging a person, so knowing the condition of a person, that is a trainer can do. And as a teachers, we are also one of the trainers. Okay, so it can involve psychological principles and strategies to address wellness. So why we are doing this counseling? For the wellness of the student, for ourselves, for the personal growth of the student, as well as career development. If that problems, small issues, whichever they are facing, if that is removed, their personal growth will be increased. So for that purpose, we are doing the counseling and other issues. So the psychological first aid. So when we are having a cut or anything in our body, so we are having a first aid kit in our college. Our health supervisor will have first aid kit. But this psychological first aid kit also we must maintain as a teachers. That is, it is to focus on providing emotional comfort. A student should feel comfort, should be able to free to come with us, near us. They should be able to express their emotion. Okay, and safety and practical help. So that is psychological first aid, PFA. It helps reduce stress. Why we are giving this psychological first aid means it reduces stress and prevent long-term psychological harm. So if they keep any issue in their mind for a long period, as we know emotions, everything as teachers, so they may not focus on their studies. Their problem or their mindset will be moving on that small little issue. We think it is little, but psychologically they feel it is a very big emotional issue. So it involves learning how to calm the people, connect the people and their support system. So if we know this psychological first aid, that is looking for basic needs. What are the basic needs? What are the requirements for them? Okay, and listening. This is the most important thing. Why psychological counseling centers are being established? Because if a father has problem with the son, father won't listen to the son won't listen to the father. So they will pay the money and go to the counseling centers. So the first thing a counselor will be doing is they will listen, which we don't do in our families, or as a teacher we are not doing that. So we won't listen. First one or two sentences they say, then we'll stop. Oh, okay, we know, we understand. Okay, we'll stop it. We will be stopping there. So listening is most important skill as teachers, as counseling trainers. We should develop that one. Comforting them. They should feel comfort with us. If they come, okay, if I go to the madam will solve my problem. She will listen to me. She will not release my personal details to anyone else. Okay. So and concern, including, then protecting, instilling hope in them. Instilling, that is, okay, my problem is very little. It is not a big problem.
వీడియో ఇటు తీస్తున్నా.
వీడియో స్టార్ట్ చేసినాక ఓకేనా? స్టార్ట్ చేయనా?
One aged person, he want to marry our girl, be a girl. Mother told me, she told me in the phone. So there is lot of problem going on. So I gave 1 month permission for that. 1 month she was at home only. After that I told the governor, she came. Now it's solved. So like that some problems will be there. If we are able to, we should not reveal them with others. As house madam we know. So like that so many problems will be there. And we should not let others. Immediately I told to others children. She has some health problem, health issue, some allergy, something I told. But the problem is one aged person want to marry our girl. That is, he may be 40 years and the girl is 20. And they are coming in to the house of the parents and they are making lot of problem in the house. Literally our own student, our own DL student. I gave 1.5 to 2 months to her permission to stay at home. Police case, everything happened to her. So like that some problems will be there. If you give some comfort to them, parents or for the children, they will be able to tell their problems to us. Next, connect them with practical support. Practical support. This will be issues. These are the things. This is the age. So this will be like this only. So you have to give some connection to that. Then we have to support them. Resources should be provided to them and coping strategies. What strategy should be played for that problem, for that issue? We should be able to think as a counselor. So teacher counseling skills. These are the most important skills we are going to focus in this session. Teacher counseling skills. As a teacher, what are the counseling skills we need to add? That is attending and listening. Okay. Rapport building. We should build rapport with the children. Confidentiality, most important. Most important. As we are the house masters of each class, if they have confidence in us, they will reveal the problems. They will reveal the secrets to us, and we will be able to solve the problems, and will not be any big problems in future. Okay. Questioning. Okay. Next, reflection of feelings. What are their feelings? How they are feeling? Paraphrasing. That is making it short like that. Showing empathy or pride. Not judgmental attitude. We should not check like this you will behave, like this the student will behave. Okay. That type of attitude should not be there. Unconditional positive regard. So for any issue, for any student, for any problem, you should be able to go into the positive regard only. Negative will be there, but search for the positive regard. So that is skill number 1, attending. What is this? Attending, physical attending. What is physical attending? Posture. Posture of the students. Okay, you are not like this. You are very black. You are very fat. You are not good. You are not good looking. So these type of words we should not use for the students. So when we talk with them, we should be able to maintain the eye contact, general body language. Sometimes postures also we are very good, nice, up to the mark. So that body language is also important. That communicates the counselor is paying attention to the clients. So as here we are taking students as the clients. So we are taking our own residential problems. We are focusing here. But if we take the counselor, outside counselor, they will be having different set. Next, psychological attending. There is the ability to pick up on clients non-verbal. It is verbal and non-verbal. Some things they will be able to express with their mouth. Something we can express with the eyes. Something so that non-verbal things as well as verbal messages also will be there. So number of sittings they will take outside. So like that also, if we are going to take number of college also, if we identify a person if a student is problematic, so these are the things you have to do for physical attending. And next, attending behaviors. What is this? Face the other squarely. That is taking eye contact, keeping them. So because when they do something wrong, they can't keep eye contact with us. We know this as teachers or as all these years we have experience also. Okay. So head nods. Okay, nice, good. These are things we will be doing. Adapt an open posture. That is open mind also. Open mind should be there. Next, verbal flowing. Lean towards the other. That is taking near them. Okay, hugging them, freedom, patting. These are also needed. Okay, make eye contact. Be relatively relaxed. First of all, you get lot of anger. You have done like this. You have done like this. You became 8 months pregnant. This all they will be telling. Okay, be relaxed because it Hearing. So children also, when we take the class, they have to two types, hearing and listening. Because hearing only most of them will be doing, not listening. Okay? So that is difference between hearing and listening. Hearing is defined as a process, function or power of perceiving a sound. Just it's a sound. Hearing is a sound. But listening is defined as hear something with thoughtful attention. Okay, what is the problem? What is happening? What we are doing? What solution can we give? So these all things should be made. Next, three aspects of listening, that is linguistic, actual words, phrases, metaphors used to convey feelings. Okay, when we say also, something will be inside, outside we will be talking differently. The same things, student also will be telling this problem, but actual words they won't speak. Something different will be there. So with the gestures, with the body language, with the words, everything we can identify. This paralinguistic, not words themselves, but timing, accent, volume, pitch. That is what, for example, when we say to a student, you have a stolen a pen. Immediately what she will tell, she will raise the pitch. Madam, I did not take. That is actually she did not take. But so why I will take now? So something is wrong. So like that depends on the accent, volume, pitch. Also we can identify whether they are doing something right or wrong. Next, non-verbal body language or facial expression, all of you know. Okay, use of gestures, hands, head movements, these all things. Body position, they are stiff, straight. Okay, they are not confident. Shoulders will be bent, eyes will be bent, body will be lean. These all things will be there according to the problem. And movement proximity, that's in relation to the counselor. So how much rapport you are maintaining, how many times you are taking counseling, it also depends on that. Okay, so these are also important. Next, types of listening based on selective listening, pseudo or passive, not paying much attention. Informational listening, just we are gathering information. Okay, critical or active listening, appreciative listening, empathetic listening, sympathetic listening, rapport building listening. These are different types of listening. So listening is the most important thing a counselor has to develop, a trainer or a counselor. So we also feel as a counselor of our student, this is the most important thing which we have to pay attention. Next, rapport building. What is this rapport building? Refers to relationship between the student and the teacher. How much gap we are maintaining. On that only it depends whether they have to tell the problem to us to our. Otherwise they won't tell them. So rapport is developed by being genuinely engaged with the student. So if we are fully we are engaged, then rapport will be built among the students. So like that, teacher counselors, as a teacher counselors, it is very important that we should learn all the skills needed as a psychological counselor. So that students may not go to the counselors again. We did not. Now government is also planning to give course for counselors in every schools also. Counselor posters also be in future we are going to get it. So as a teacher counselor, these are the skills